All right.
We got a ton of stuff to get to today, guys, so let's dive into our first topic. It's brought to us by FanDuel. The NFL playoffs are here. They've been crazy. We'll talk about the games in a little bit. But on FanDuel, every game day during the NFL playoffs is a chance for you to get some extra money thanks to FanDuel's Profit Boost Packs, which are waiting for you inside the app. You just make your picks like normal, then apply the Profit Boost to go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs get rolling. Just visit FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL, and grab your Profit Boost Packs every single NFL playoff game day. Make sure you send us your winning tickets. We'll show you some winning tickets from our guy Darren Smith a little later in the show. We start, though, with the second round of interviews for the still open, still vacant Cleveland Browns head coaching search. The Browns have officially requested second interviews with 6 candidates: Jim Schwartz, Todd Monken, Mike McDaniel, Jesse Minter, Grant Udinsky, and Nate Sheelhaase. They've already done their second interview with Schwartz. I believe Monken is in the building today. Minter and McDaniel are scheduled for later this week. They're still waiting to finalize a second in-person interview with Grant Udinsky. And Sheelhaase is still on the Rams, who are still playing, so they can't bring it in until next week or until the Rams lose. Bo, when you see these six candidates,
even if they win, I think they could talk to him in person next week, can't they?
I'll look into that. Not sure, but it won't be this week regardless. If he's the eventual head coach, he will not be in for a second interview for the foreseeable future because the Rams are still playing, one of the 4 teams left.
Yeah.
When you see these 6 candidates, Bull, do you have any good sense of how the Browns are trying to navigate the final process of this search?
No, I don't know, because they're very different candidates. I mean, bring up the list again, Mike, there. It's not like they're looking in one area. I mean, Sheelhaase and Udinsky, and I think Minter maybe Minter's not that young. But
Minter's
the other
young but defensive. The other 2 are young,
they're
offensive.
Whereas McDaniel has already been a head coach. He's more middle-aged. And then Monken and Schwartz are guys with a lot of experience. Schwartz is a head coach, and they're older guys. So you have some guys that know head coaching experience. A guy like Grant Udinsky, who's only led his group one year. So it's a very varied group. I don't have any feel for who the favorite is. How could you at this point?
Yeah. You really couldn't. I mean, when you look at that, it is just a big scramble. What I will say is 4 offensive guys compared to 2 defensive guys. So maybe, they want to go more towards the offensive side of the ball as far as the head coach goes, which that's just the typical fashion of what's going on. But as far as like a real sense, I don't know. I don't think Monken's getting the job. Like I kind of cross him out. Like I don't think he's getting. I
don't think you can cross anybody out if they're getting a second interview.
I guess. I don't know. To me, I just for some odd reason think they're gonna end up going with one of them 2 young guys on there at the bottom.
Sheelhaase appears to me to have the most interest of any of these guys from other teams.
Yes.
Right.
Him and Minter have the most other head coaching interviews lined up.
Right.
Udinsky's only with the Browns.
I did this already on the podcast, but I'm going to do it again here, right? Because, let me make my case of why I think Sheelhaase should be the choice. Can you bring up the list, Mike, again? Can you do that one more time? So, and I'm curious what you guys think. So, here's why I like Sheelhaase the most. And again, I'll give the caveat that deciding who the best guy for the job is
kind of
an exercise in futility.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
We don't know. We're not on the inside. We can only go based on the information that we currently have. Maybe you guys have a little more because you know some of these guys from the time or whatever. But based on the information we currently have, the reason I think Sheelhaase is the best choice. Number one, I don't want Jim Schwartz to be the head coach because he was part of this disaster the last couple of years.
I agree with you.
I agree with you. I get that his unit did well, but this team's been a disaster. The culture's bad, so I don't want him to be the head coach.
That's crazy. Go ahead.
All right. Number 2, Monken. He's 60 years old and has never been a head coach. And our good friend Zach Jackson has described him as a grumpy Kevin Stefanski. Dustin's mentioned that
he's not the most
big personality.
Doesn't have a likable personality. No. He's just very, very kind of like a curmudgeon.
Didn't get along with Lamar Jackson. Apparently, he's out for me. Okay, Mike McDaniel, good creative mind, clearly not a leader of men. I think if you're going to hire him, I wait for him to be gone a year and then reassess and figure out his mistakes. So he's out. So now it's to the 3 younger guys. Now, I admitted this earlier, and I'll say it again. Minter, I don't know enough about him, so I'm just putting him to the side.
He's the DC for the Chargers, correct?
He
was the DC with Harbaugh
Chargers,
in Michigan, went to the Chargers with Harbaugh, has been in the Harbaugh.
Right. I know the least about him. I feel like I've done the least work on him.
And that's who's going to get the job.
Now, you got the other two guys. Udinsky, I don't want to belabor the point because I've talked about it a million times. He has 1 year of leading a group. Mm-hmm. 1. He was an assistant to an assistant every year until this year. Is that true? He's 30 years old. He'd be the youngest coach in the history of the NFL. He may be very smart. He may be a good coach. He may be a great head coach. The odds of a 30-year-old with 1 year leading a position group.
So which one do you have more of a beef with, the age or the
experience more than the age?
Okay.
But I think it's the combination of the two. And that leaves me Sheelhaase. Sheelhaase is young. He's still young. I mean, he'd be one of the youngest coaches
35.
ever.
Very young.
He'd be what, the second or third youngest coach of all time?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
All right, he's young, but he has led a position group at least. He's been a leader of a group for about 7-8 years at this point. That's a huge difference and a huge experience. He worked under Matt Campbell in college, one of the best coaches in college football. He worked under McVay in the NFL. He's been with McVay for 2 years. In my opinion, the best coach in the NFL. All right? 2 great coaches on 2 different levels saw something special in this man. And to top it off, well, he's an offensive coach, which I like. But to top it off, the tree under this head coach has been successful. And that doesn't mean it's guaranteed for him. It shows that Sean McVay is great at picking coaches, and unlike Belichick, who the guys all try to imitate and they can't, that's not what he does. I think McVay's not looking for yes men. McVay has so little ego, in my opinion, that he wants other coaches that will help him lift up. Not just say, I'm the boss, you do it my way.
He definitely does a good job of empowering his coaches.
Exactly. And that's why I think, again, I never met the guy, I haven't talked to the guy, who knows? I don't know if he's a leader or not, I'm not sure. But based on the information I have, there's my case of these 6 candidates, because you know Flores has been my guy, but he's not in the mix. Of these 6 candidates, if I had to choose, based on the information I have and it just shared with you guys, Nate Sheelhaase would be my head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
No, I don't got a problem with Nate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
either.
I don't got a problem with Nate. I mean, I think.
at the end of the day, whoever they pick, we go.
You played against Nate?
We give him a chance.
Did you play against him?
Where was he at?
Illinois.
When?
See, even Tyvis didn't know.
2010. It was last year. There was like 13.
You might have been.
Well, I was there.
You remember?
Yeah.
He was so good you don't remember him.
What position?
Quarterback. Number 2?
Dual
14
threat?
was his
Dual
last
threat
year. He
quarterback?
played 13.
2013?
Did I play them in 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He played
can
at
check it out.
Illinois.
They're on the
11,
schedule.
12,
Wait a
13,
minute.
Ty.
13. I played 106 snaps that game, so he was the quarterback.
Number 2.
Man,
Yeah.
he was Montemoski like that?
He must have been.
You don't remember.
I gotta go look
He was
that.
there
I
for a
gotta
minute.
check the
He was
Carfax
a
on
4-year
that.
starter, I
Hold
think.
on.
Yeah, he was there for a minute.
How many games did he play in college, Mike?
A lot.
All of
You
them.
know?
A lot.
He threw 55 touchdowns, 37 picks, threw for 8,500 yards.
He's like a 4-year
Now,
starter. Dude.
He was there in 2013. We beat the brakes off of him.
He was there in 10, 11, 12,
We
and
beat the
13.
brakes off of them.
Hold on.
We
Hold
beat
on,
them
hold on,
60 to
McNuggets.
35.
They're not going to get that off. Listen, Tyvis and Bull got the Jim Schwartz slander
Sure
early in the
enough, he was there.
They
not
slander
remember
him.
who he
He
played
sure
quarterback
was
against.
there.
They are slandering Jim Schwartz early in the
Dang.
game. Let me talk to No. Listen, let's get this right. Let's get this together. Jim Schwartz was on the team, right?
Yes.
Did Jim Schwartz call offensive plays?
Wow.
Okay. When Jim Schwartz was on the team, did Jim Schwartz go in and ask Kevin Stefanski, hey, I think on 4th down we should do this? No. Jim Schwartz don't got nothing to do with the special teams. Jim Schwartz don't got nothing to do with none of that.
Bull says guilty by association.
Guilty by association? Like, if anything, he's guilty by actually doing his job when nobody else was.
He had the talent. He had way more talent. Come on.
I mean, we didn't know about the talent. He got young guys to play well. We didn't know Schweitzer had talent. He played well for him. But here's the thing, Bull. If I'm looking at it like this, I need, and I'm going to go on your premise. The premise is Andrew Berry. Now, this you might say rightly or wrongly. Andrew Berry got to win a certain amount of games. If I'm looking at around and I say, all right, well, let me look at these guys on my list. If I look at experience, if I look at coaching, if I look at the relationship he's already built, if I look at what his track record is of success, if I look at all of those things, you have to put Jim Schwartz in the top 3 at all of these.
Well, let me ask you this, G. What was, and again, guys learn from mistakes, but Mike, do you remember Jim Schwartz's record as a head coach with the Lions?
Right now. It was bad, though, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Who was Jim Schwartz's quarterback when he was with the Lions?
It was Matthew Stafford.
Who was the top receiver on the Lions? When
Megatron.
He had Matthew Stafford and the greatest wide receiver who's ever lived, and they didn't win squat.
So let me ask you this.
His record was 29.
Ever lived.
51.
One of them.
What year was Matt Stafford? Did he draft Matt Stafford? How many years did he play with Matt Stafford?
Stafford was 09 draft, I believe.
Okay. And when did Schwartz?
Schwartz was 09 when he first got there.
So it's 09, and Matt Stafford was drafted when?
I think he was 09. I could be wrong.
I think he was 07, but I'll tell you right now.
Oh.
No, he was 09, so they came in together.
Oh, so he was a rookie. Okay, now.
All right.
Did Schwartz go 0-16?
What was Schwartz's record year by year there?
Did
Mike?
he go 0-16?
Yeah, they went 0 for 1 year. Go ahead.
No, he didn't. No.
No,
It
that
was 2-14.
Okay.
That was Orlovsky. Who was
That
the
was
coach
Stafford's
then?
first year.
Okay.
6-10.
Okay.
Then they went 10-6, finished second in the NFC South, made it to the playoffs.
Okay.
but lost.
And they
the first
fired
round.
him.
No, then he
Nope.
had 2 more years. Then he went 4-12 and 7-9.
I mean, he had a losing record 4 out of 5 years with a Hall of Fame quarterback. I know he's a rookie the first year. I give him a pass for that.
Yeah,
but
so-
4 out of 5 years under 500.
So take that.
To your point,
Yeah.
you would say that you wanted a guy who sat for a couple of years
Right.
and learned from his
It's
mistakes.
too many years. He's old.
So
To
you
me-
want him to? So he could. How many years? This is 12 years ago. He could have. He learned 3 times over, Bull. It's
What do
12
you
years. I mean, this is years ago. You said you want him to sit a little bit. He
Yeah.
sat a
I want
crazy
1 or
bit.
2
You said-
years.
So you would take Mike McDaniel if he sat a year first,
I would feel better about Mike McDaniel.
but you wouldn't take Jim Schwartz for sitting 12.
That's too many years. He's old. Here's the thing. To me, if you hire Jim Schwartz, you're half-assed. You've already half-assed it
Yeah.
by keeping Andrew Berry.
I agree.
All right? That's bad enough. Well, that's actually worse than keeping Schwartz. But and plus, I got a beef with Schwartz because you got a Jewish name and you're not Jewish. So somebody in your family's hiding the fact that you're Jewish.
That's what
and
this
I'm
is
insulted
really
by that.
this is
So
what
screw
this is
you.
really
No, I'm
about.
kidding. I'm kidding about that. I'm just joking about that part. But no, in my opinion, Schwartz and Monken are choices that say
You gonna put him in with Monken?
Yes. My opinion.
But you would say that Jim Schwartz is a leader of men.
Right.
I don't know that.
Right.
Oh, really?
I think he is.
So let me.
I think he is.
Denzel said it.
Let me help you out.
Washington.
Ward said, "Hey, I'd love for him to be the coach."
Let me help you out.
Yeah.
Would you say that in Kevin Stefanski's tenure, he was the most impactful hire?
Of course.
I think you could argue Alex Van Pelt was because the team fell apart after Alex Van Pelt.
They literally
No.
they went to the playoffs.
By the way, the Browns had one great season and went to the playoffs with Joe Woods as the DC too. Let's not pretend they did.
Yeah, but the identity of the team.
With a lot less talent than they have now.
Would you not say the identity of the team? And what year they go to playoffs? 24? In
Yes.
20, would you
23.
Flacco?
whatever?
Yeah.
You wouldn't you say that the identity of that team was different?
In
I would
23?
Yeah.
Ty, would you say the identity of
Yeah,
that team
sure.
was how the defense was elite at home and horrific on the road?
They also they got turnovers, dude. They were similar to the Bears. Like they weren't a great statistically awesome defense. They just got a bunch of turnovers in 23.
Yeah.
They were really good at home. I
They
remember the
were
home road
excellent at
splits.
home.
Yeah, they were
They had
incredible.
a favorable home schedule too.
I mean,
Like a lot of quarterbacks were hurt, and they stunk on the road.
I just saw the Browns went up against a really good offense to the Bengals, and they had nothing to play for, and they won that game.
So would Jim Schwartz be your pick, G?
Huh?
I have that list. Would Jim Schwartz be your pick?
Here's my pick. I already said I'm 60-40 as Schwartz over the field. But
are you saying that's who you want?
No.
Or who you think they're going to hire? By the way, the first thing you said, G, before you answer, the first thing you said was, if I'm Andrew Berry, I'm trying to keep my job. If we're hiring people and we're like, that's bad for the Browns.
Keeping your job means that he has to win a certain amount of games.
Right.
If he believes that Jim Schwartz can help him win a certain amount of games, how's that bad?
But the goal is to
win
hire
games.
A coach.
To win
Not
games.
who's going to win the most games next year necessarily. Who's going to win the most games over the next however many years?
I mean, you only guarantee 1 year.
Well,
if I'm
who's the best long-term answer? To me, it's not Jim Schwartz.
So when you're looking at long-term, the reason.
Browns ain't winning 1 million games next year. We know that. Come on.
Here's my thing. Why would I draft? I can't. I know that if they want to go with one of the young guys, cool.
Yeah.
But my rationale is just this. You just left from Kevin Stefanski. Now you want to put, let me just paint the picture.
Yeah.
You got Shedeur Sanders next year, right?
Yeah.
If he's on the roster, right?
Yeah.
You got your boy, what's his name?
Watson.
Deshaun Watson. He's on the roster. Now, Deshaun Watson ain't spoke to nobody in years. He ain't spoke to nobody. If he's on this roster and he's competing, now you're talking about, hey, Deshaun, hey, do you think you could be a starting quarterback? Deshaun, what do you think about this? Hey, Deshaun, how's your relationship with Shedeur? You got a lot of things you're going to have to navigate, bro. You got Myles Garrett on the defensive side of the football that's telling people, I ain't in for no rebuilds.
Yeah, he is in.
But I'm saying
he's in.
He's in. Yeah. But do you want somebody?
Where's he going?
Do you want somebody that already has a level of respect with half the room? If I got the level of respect with half the room, that's half the battle. If you want to bring in a rookie coach with no experience, he got to learn how to get to. He got to learn the media. He got to learn what's going on in Cleveland. He got to actually manage the game. And some of them ain't even called no plays. So if you got that and you want to put him in charge, now listen, if they choose to go that route, I'll support it, whatever the case may be. But if you think that is a advantageous situation for a first-time head coach, first-time play caller, and you got Watson, you got Shedeur, you got Myles Garrett, you got the media, and you got every spotlight with Jimmy Haslam sitting here, is that a position where you want a person who's never had any experience being in?
You know, this is not an ideal job for anybody.
Okay.
Let's face that. But to me, Schwartz is settling. You know what, Andrew Berry? If you're so freaking smart, find the next great coach. Not some safe guy who's 60 years old.